So if you're a developer who uses an AI coding assistant, listen up, because your whole workflow is about to get a serious upgrade. We're going to break down AI agent skills. It's a brand new way to give your AI the exact expertise it needs to be, actually helpful. Okay, let's get into it.
First things first, we've got to talk about the one huge problem that even the smartest, most advanced AI assistants have. It's something I guarantee every single developer has run into the second they tried to use one for a real project.
And it all boils down to this one simple question. Yeah, the AI is incredibly smart in a general sense, but does it have any clue about your specific code base, your project?
And the answer, pretty much always, is no, not really. They just don't have that deep, real-world expertise. It's what people are calling the last-mile problem. They don't know your company's weird deployment scripts, or your team's very specific pull request template, or that one testing library your project relies on. And that's exactly where they fall flat.
So, how do we fix this? Well, the solution is this brilliant concept called agent skills. And honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is with an analogy that every single developer is going to get immediately.
So, an agent skill is basically a reusable playbook. That's it. It's a simple markdown file that you use to package up a very specific chunk of knowledge, like a workflow, a coding standard, or process that you can just hand over to your AI.
And boom, there it is. This is the whole idea in a nutshell. Just think of it like a package manager. What NPM did for code dependencies, agent skills are now doing for knowledge dependencies. The comparison is just perfect, right? With NPM, you install code packages to add new functions to your app. With the Agent Skills command line tool, you install knowledge packages to add real expertise and workflows right into your AI assistant. It's the same idea, just for intelligence.
Now, the engineer in you is probably already thinking, okay, but won't loading hundreds of these markdown files just bloat my context window and slow the whole thing down? And that's the really clever part. The system is designed specifically to avoid that. Let's look at how it works.
It all uses this really smart three-step process they call progressive disclosure. So first, when you start up, the AI only loads the name and a tiny description of each skill. This just makes the AI aware of what tools are in its toolbox. Second, only when your prompt actually matches a skill's description does the AI dynamically load the full skill file into its context, but only when it's needed. And finally, if that skill happens to reference other scripts or files, those only get loaded at the very moment they're called.
The bottom line here is that this lazy loading approach is incredibly efficient. It means you can have a gigantic library of hundreds of specialized skills ready to go without bogging down your AI's performance or eating up your entire context window for every little question you ask. Okay, it's also important to understand where skills fit in with everything else. So skills give the AI the how-to knowledge. That's different from something like a Claude.md file, which is all about context for your specific project. And it's also different from MCP servers, which are for connecting to external data, or sub-agents, which are like little specialist AIs for certain roles. Think of skills as the portable expertise that makes all these other things way smarter. Now, this isn't just some theoretical concept from a white paper. It is a massive, and I mean massive, open source movement that is growing like crazy. The amount of community collaboration going on here is just staggering.
I mean, just look at these numbers. Right now, there are over 211,000 skills available. They've been built by more than 19,000 contributors, and they work with over 42 different AI platforms. This isn't just a feature, it's a full-blown ecosystem.
And check out who's backing this. We're talking official skill libraries from Anthropic, Vercel, Microsoft, Supabase, Google, the list goes on. And on top of that, you have these powerhouse community projects like Anti-Gravity Awesome Skills, which has curated thousands of battle-tested skills that people are using every day.
And the best part? All of this is happening right out in the open. You can find skills, share your own, and contribute through places like the Agent Skills Marketplace, tons of GitHub repos, and even leaderboards that show you which skills are the most popular and useful.
Okay, so that's the theory. Enough talk, let's get practical. How can you actually start using this stuff right now? You're going to be surprised at just how simple it is. For any developer, this is just a beautiful sight, isn't it? It all starts with one single familiar command. You just install the command line interface, and you're officially ready to start giving your AI a brain upgrade.
And here's the quick start guide. This little chart shows you how you actually call a skill in different tools. So in an IDE like Cursor, you might just use the @ symbol, like @skillName. In a command line tool like Claude, you'd use a /. And for others, you can just ask for it in plain English. The whole system is designed to be super flexible.
So where should you start? Well, here are some of the most powerful and versatile skills you should try out first. You've got @brainstorming for planning out new features, @architecture for system design, @lint validate to check your code quality, and even @security auditor for code reviews. These are like your foundational building blocks.
And this quote from the anti-gravity repo, man, it just nails the big picture here. When you start curating and combining these skills, you're not just giving your AI a few new tricks. You are literally building a personalized operating system of expertise, tailored perfectly to you and your team.
Which brings us to the final and most important thought. We are moving away from general-purpose AIs into a world of highly specialized expert assistants. So the question is no longer just, what can AI do? It's when expertise itself is just another dependency you can install on demand. What are you going to build next?